Hello, Professor and everyone. This is our Ielts questions and answers video task about the topic clothes and fashion, made and presented by Daniela Sanguino, Michael Velasquez, and me, Alejandra Arana Arias, for our English C1 class.
The first question for Daniela is: do you prefer to go shopping or just browse? Wife.
So I normally prefer to browse rather than go shopping because it feels less stressful. When I'm just browsing, I can take my time and enjoy looking at different items without the pressure to buy something. It's likely more relaxed than actively shopping, where I might feel compelled to pick up something just because I'm there. For example, when while browsing a bookstore, I might come across a book that didn't catch my eye at first, but ends up interesting me after a closer look. Over time, I have found that browsing helps me above the boredom and rush decisions that come with shopping for something specific, allowing me to enjoy the experience more.
The second question for Daniela is: do you think it's important to be in fashion?
Okay, I don't think it is crucial to be in fashion. While it can be interesting to follow trends, I believe it is more important to wear what feels comfortable and suits my personal style. Because fashion trends change frequently, and what is in vogue might not always align with what I like or feel good in. For instance, certain fabric or colors might be trendy, but if they don't fit my taste or comfort, I'd rather stick with what I know works for me. Over time, I have realized that focusing on my own style rather than trying to keep up with every fashion trend helps me feel more authentic and comfortable in my clothes. Okay, so hello. I have two questions for my partner Alejandra. So, the first question is: what piece of clothing do you spend your money on the most, and why?
I love fashion in general and acquiring useful, pretty, and quality pieces of clothes. In this order of ideas, the most expensive piece of clothing I have on my closet is a pair of black leather boots from the famous brand Dr. Martens. It cost me over 300 euros, which converted in Colombian pesos is around 1,200,000 Colombian pesos. The reason of my purchase was, as I already mentioned before, the quality, therefore the duration of these kind of items due to the material, method of production, and obviously the reputation of the brand, which are not only highly appreciated in fashion contexts, but is also versatile to wear with an informal or formal outfits or with pants or a skirt. It's so beautiful and iconic.
And the second question is: where do you usually buy clothes?
I usually buy a lot of clothes, but of course in a selective and conscious way. And when I'm doing it, I'm going to my favorite stores, like for example, Zara, Bershka, Stradivarius, Mango, Chevignon, Levi's, Diesel, Guess, H&M, Forever 21, among others. On the other hand, and less extent, recently, I have also made virtual or online purchases in stores like, for example, Shein, Romwe, or Doll Skills, among other interesting stores. I always considering the quality of the garments based on their materials and the reputation of the brand. As well, I'm guided by choosing what we call slow fashion instead of the terrible fast fashion. Thus, buying and consuming a respectful and conscious way creating a beneficial relationship not only for myself, but also for the environment and ethic practices and general good standards. I'm going to ask or make the Michael questions. The first one: what is your most valuable or meaningful piece of clothing and why?
Okay, my answer the first question. The piece of clothes that I love the most is a t-shirt that my father gave me when I was a child. And this piece was part of my childhood. I happy moments in my life.
And the second question is: what is your biggest influence when it comes to clothing style?
Okay, my influence in choosing my style are artists that I like how they dress and look. For example, Trueno, an Argentine artist with his style very nice. I think is a cool style for me.